All too often, I hear people say things like, I'm dealing, I'm coping, I handled it, I've handled it, I'm handling it. But why would you want to go through life dealing all the time when you could heal, let it go, and thrive? Really living life. Thriving rather than surviving, as they say. Really living life rather than going through life dealing. The metaphor I like to use for this is, imagine if you were never taught how to, when you cut yourself, clean it and then put a Band-Aid on it. Imagine if you cut yourself and all the gravel and dirt and sand and bacteria is still in it. Every once in a while, you bump into somebody bumps into you, and that opens it again, and it stings. Every once in a while, you accidentally pick at it. Even though it's accidental, it keeps it open as well. When instead, you could clean it, get all the dirt out, and then put a Band-Aid on it. We can do this with our emotional healing, just as we can our physical healing, but so few of us do. And there's a difference between intellectually having processed something and actual emotional healing. Take it from me. Oh boy, did I learn that lesson. When you just intellectually have processed it. I was trying to come up with another word, but when you just intellectually process it, that still leaves it in the background. It's shoved down because you've done some mental gymnastics to tell yourself why it's okay, but you haven't actually made it okay. You haven't actually healed. You haven't actually cleaned it. Maybe you cleaned it a little bit, but you didn't put a Band-Aid on it. So now every time somebody bumps against it, that reopens it. Maybe you wear a shirt over it sometimes, so you can't see it, but it's still there. And it's still just dealing, rather than truly just taking the moment to heal. And that, sure, can take a little bit of time. But you're never going to heal if you don't start healing now. And that's what I do with people all the time. The one-on-one work that I do, that's why I talk about healing, growing, and expanding. Because you've got to heal first before you can grow and expand. And one of the most amazing things that I love is that by doing it one-on-one as I do, I can personalize it to the actual person I'm working with. Their actual needs, their actual wounds, their actual way of healing. So if you're ready to heal so that you too can be living life rather than just dealing with life, hit me up. I want to help. Because it's time. If there was ever a message, if there was ever a clearer message, the universe is screaming it from the rooftops. Now is the time to really start learning to and letting yourself heal so that you can live rather than just deal. All right, guys, I know this was a short video. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Don't forget to check out the links in the description, as well as my jot form and my email for doing one-on-one. I also have the link to my mailing list. I just do 1 email a month. That's it. With all the latest and greatest updates for that month, including the free workshops and meditations that I do. And there's Patreon for those who, alongside the one-on-one, or if you're not quite ready to do one-on-one, I have all sorts of videos, journal exercises, all sorts of great guided meditations. I even have my intuitive lifestyle course, which is the basics and the basis of what I do with many clients in the beginning. It's a great place to get started. And for those who are walking spiritually on this path of life, I have my Spirituality 101. I'm starting my Spirituality 2.0, and I have a meditation series. So definitely go check all that out. May the energy you serve you well, and let's keep making our way through.